Hi everyone, Casperation here and welcome to my energy channel. It is a special episode that I have here today since I have a Frisbee friend who recently turned vegan. Congratulations to her, Isa. She asked me a couple of questions online and I feel like the best way for me to answer these questions and to share it with everyone is to do the vlog, just because it's a bit difficult for me to type things just because I overanalyze things coming from my Virgo zodiac. So perfectionism, it's a bit too much, and I'm finding and loving that doing these raw vlogs are so much easier on my stress points, and it just eases up the frustration of having to type up and put out content and also answering to people, you know, getting work done and getting this mission done. So of course this is part of the mission. She is asking me questions about veganism and vegans and my diet and everything, just because she's making a paper for it in her schoolwork. I will be answering the questions that she gave me. I don't know if you guys can read it here. So number one question is, what is veganism? Pulled out this website. I will just read it to you guys just because it's easier for me to share with you what the definition is online, because I don't want to make a mistake and have all the vegans sort of come back at me at this video and like comment something bad that I sort of explained it wrong. I will put this in the link in the description below. Veganism is a way of living which seeks to exclude, and I like this definition here compared to the others, exclude as far as is possible and practical all forms of exploitation of and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. So that's very important. People tend to think that it's like, whoa, it's super extreme. As much as possible is really what we try to do, because honestly no one is 100% vegan, because you wouldn't be able to get anywhere in the world or travel anywhere in the world if you were a super strict vegan, just because petroleum products are fossil fuels made out of dead dinosaurs and animals and everything like that. Go back to the description. There are many ways to embrace vegan living, yet one thing all vegans have in common is a plant-based diet. So there's a difference between being vegan and being on a plant-based diet. Sometimes, like, some people are on a plant-based diet but they're not really vegan. When you are vegan, you're on a plant-based diet, but not necessarily that if you're on a plant-based diet you're vegan, because with veganism there's a whole other animal ethical basis to it, just like I've learned in a few groups that I'm part of online. Let's say palm oil. Palm oil is plant-based but it's not vegan. Why is that? Because palm oil, the industry right now, is destroying the forests, and therefore it's destroying the habitat of like orangutans and all the animals and wildlife in that area. So it's not ethical. So it's based a lot in ethical. Vegans, as much as possible, they avoid palm oil now, so that's like part of it as well, even though it's plant-based. One thing all vegans have in common is a plant-based diet, avoiding all animal foods such as meat, including fish, shellfish, and insects like crickets, even maybe inhaling a fly. Dairy, eggs, and honey. So that's one thing that a lot of people sort of ask me, and it's a question that I asked initially when I went vegan the very first day, and I asked my friend Nikki Torres. It's in another video. Just search for it, like honey and veganism, on this channel, as well as products like leather and any products that are tested on animals. I'll put this in the link below as well. The history and everything, you guys can search it online, but I will go back to answering these questions that Isa sent me that are more personal to my journey of being a vegan athlete, the vegan spirit, a vegan body, and a vegan everything. Environment, Mother Earth, and for water and all that. How long have you been vegan? I've been vegan for 14 months now. And as I've shared in the past videos that I've uploaded on this channel, on the third day that I woke up, I knew that I would be vegan for life. To Isa, I will share in the link in the description below as well, that video, you can watch it, of me sharing my journey of how I became vegan for spirituality. The whole reason why I'm vegan up until this day, and I didn't go from, like, you know, slowly transitioning. It was cold turkey for me. 14 months vegan now. So what made that sort of answers my question as well. Number 3, what made you turn into veganism? So yeah, my spirit was sick, not my body. My spirit was holding on to a lot of pain and hate, and it was only until I became vegan was when I was able to heal and feel the difference of just this amazing wholeness of unconditional love, and realizing how interconnected all of us are in the universe. And it's based in compassion. When you're compassionate in that area of your life and in other areas of your life, it just flows out and compartmentalizes into other boxes and other aspects of your entire being. That's another thing I explain in the other videos that I have. Please do watch it, just because it's a pretty long explanation. That's why I prefer to sort of just say these and share it on these raw vlogs. And how has it changed your life? Same thing. I was able to let go of all the pain and hate and anger and just the grudges. So it really helped me heal emotionally, spiritually, and mentally as well. That's just what made me realize that I'd be vegan for life. It's just amazing. And in terms of the physical aspects, of course, because I am an athlete that plays at a very high level of sports and leagues, I found out and I felt that it even helped increase my performance in the sports that I play. Like, I would recover faster, I was lighter on my toes, I wasn't tired and sore as fast as I would be, or I wouldn't even get sore whatsoever in my thighs like I would before, just because when you look at the science side of being on a plant-based diet, for athletes most especially, is that the recovery is so much faster, just because meat gives you so much inflammation. So it's harder for your muscles to heal and recover. When you flush out or even don't have that food that gives you inflammation in your body, it's simple science. It just equals you being able to perform better and to perform at your highest, just because you don't have these things that are slowly intoxicating your body, because that's what inflammation is. It's mucus, it's poison, it's toxic. What are the pros and cons of veganism? Pros and cons of veganism. The pros, so many pros. My gosh, the fact that you save billions of animals each year, that's a pro in itself. The fact that I saved my own spirit from like self-destruction of just being consumed by so much hate that I had for people that I felt like they bullied me and were passive aggressive against me and attacked me on, you know, certain things and aspects that I had in my life, which I share in the past few videos if you guys want to know about it. And also performance, you know, just as I shared a while ago. It saves so much water. It also solves the climate change problem. It solves the water shortage problem, especially here in Manila, that we're at a water shortage right now just because it hasn't been raining in the past few months and the dams have dried up. The whole reason why we're on a shortage of water is because of the fact that you use up so much fresh water just to grow the crops, corn, soy, wheat, whatever, to feed the livestock. And then you need so much water again just to feed the livestock, the animals that you're gonna be butchering, everything. But if you just went on a plant-based diet every day, you would be saving 600 gallons of water on just one day of being vegan, of eating vegan. Some people want to start, go meatless Mondays. Cons of veganism, honestly, of course, everyone knows this. Sometimes, most of the time when you go to restaurants here in the Philippines, because we're such like a meat-eating culture, there's not options, but it's an easy fix. Me, I don't like to concentrate on the problems. I always look to solutions. It wasn't difficult for me to bring baon, to bring like packed meals and everything and packed snacks, because even before I became vegan, I always brought my own food, because I knew that it was a lose-lose situation, that if I didn't bring food, one, there's nothing healthy to eat outside. If you wanted quick food, you would go to a fast food. That would be like McDonald's, Jollibee, some tapsilugan place. That's not healthy food. So I always would eat healthier if I brought my own food. Also save money at the same time, just because compared to eating in a restaurant, even if it's a fast food restaurant, it's so much cheaper buying food from the grocery stores and palengke, and that's where I get my food. That would also answer question number 6. Is the society accessible to vegans? It should be, is the society accessible to veganism? Yes, 100% accessible to veganism. You go into any grocery store, they sell fruits and vegetables, and you don't even need to cook the fruits. You just wash the apple, bite into it, you eat it. You go to any convenience store here, they sell bananas. So if you wanted a quick vegan food, eat a banana. The grocery store, they sell turon, which is like fried banana fritters. They sell lumpiang gulay. Along the street, they sell turon. So it's like the pambansang merienda. Honestly, when people say that veganism is, one, expensive and not accessible, they've never been to the palengke, which is the wet market. I mean, like, all you have to do is buy like kangkong, okra, sitaw. If you're into carrots, go do that. Rice, beans, and mongo. And you're set for the entire week, and add fruits into it as well. I like pineapples and papaya. So for people that say that, you know, they're just not open to it, yes, it is true that maybe at a tapsilugan you won't be able to find food, but that is the whole reason why that if you do want to be healthier and you do want to have a compassionate diet, yes, you do have to prepare ahead of time. And honestly, it's a win-win situation, because one, you save money from going to the palengke, 2, you're healthier just because of it. So lose-lose situation if you don't bring baon. Yeah. What's your take on people saying how we need meat, so veganism is really not an ideal diet? So this is the last question. My take on it, like, you never know until you actually try. Like, how are you gonna know that you like playing Ultimate Frisbee if you don't actually try and throw the disc and play in a game? For some people, like when my dad before, how would you know that you'd like a dish that was served to you just because you're not used to it or you didn't grow up with it if you didn't try it first? And anything else in life, or even with the sports and the fitness that I share on my other channels, how would you know that you would like this workout if you don't even try it first? Grass is greener on the other side, guys. But in order to get there, you need to try going there and journey on to going there, transition into going there. For those that think that veganism isn't an ideal diet, it's just because of culture that bombarded you with knowledge that's old school, thinking that you need to eat meat to actually survive, but you don't. Why? Because there's so many herbivore animals out there. And honestly, we are, meaning human beings, are herbivore animals. There's a ton of vegan bodybuilders and vegan athletes that not only have survived living on a vegan diet, meaning they didn't die from eating a vegan diet, they thrived. And they are thriving because of the fact that the healthiest diet is going into veganism. It just solves so many problems that society has right now. It all roots from eating meat and eating eggs and dairy and eating other like animal byproducts and everything like that. Just putting poison into your body. That's basically it. Protein, if the number one concern of people thinking that veganism isn't the ideal diet is protein. Look at gorillas, elephants, horses. Look at the kalabaw, one of the strongest animals on the planet. All of those that I mentioned, they are all herbivores. They all eat plants. So therefore equals, yes, there's protein in plants. If you want to just survive, we're not about surviving anymore. We're about thriving. We're at that era. We're lucky that this day and age, all you have to do is go to the grocery store and get food. So it's no longer like needing to survive, hunter-gatherer kind of thing. And it's totally accessible. People just live that lifestyle now, and veganism is really coming to a tipping point. Honestly, at the moment now, there's no stopping it. The year of 2019 has been dubbed as the year of the vegan and the year of veganism. So many companies and so many people are waking up now and realizing the fact that we really have to take it upon ourselves to change ourselves. That's it. In order to change the world. Because that one aspect, just keeping meat, eggs, and dairy off of your plates, is the solution for so many things here in the world, and you guys can Google it. It solves world hunger. It solves the fact that there are so many animals that are exploited. It solves climate change. It solves the water shortage. It just saves your spirit. And that's the number one thing why I became vegan. So I'm doing great. Honestly, I will share with you guys now, I haven't been sick for an entire year. When I became vegan, I haven't been sick whatsoever. I know that I do not need to worry whatsoever about ever being sick, ever having to worry about getting cardiovascular disease like my family has a history of, and cancer. We also have a history of that. I don't even need to think of, because of the fact that I'm already preventing it, and prevention is the best cure. So cardiovascular doctors that have done their research, and they will tell you veganism is the way to cure it. So let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. Hopefully that answers all your questions, Isa, and to anyone else who has searched this video to get more information on veganism and other aspects. I will be doing a blog about this, just to write it down. That would take much longer. That's why I just thought of shooting this video. But to be more detailed about it, I will be putting it on my website, caspiration.com, but that will take a little bit of time. That might even take me an entire day to shoot. I mean, to write that and then edit it. Yes! It's the beauty of doing content that's video and that's raw. That just say things, anything that's on my mind from experiences and stuff that I've read, and sharing it to you all. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you want to watch the other videos that I shared about my reasons behind veganism and how I got to this point. It's in the past few videos. So spreading peace, love, and harmony to everybody out there. Enlightenment and compassion. Compassion, because peace begins on your plate. Namaskar, everyone. Caspiration vibration out.